Hey guys, it's Natalie here once again, and today I'm going to tell you some things that people just don't tell you about before you come to Korea. Now, I already made a video kind of like this, and I'll link it up here somewhere so you can watch that as well. But this is kind of like part 2 of that. So if you want to know what are some things that you may not know, then stay tuned. So let's say you need to use the public restroom in Korea. You're minding your own business, you're doing what you need to do, and then you hear a knock at the door. What do you do? Someone's in here. 잠시만요. The answer is you should knock back. No matter how much you yell to acknowledge the knock, they're gonna keep knocking. So in Korea, when somebody knocks on the bathroom, you're supposed to knock back to let them know that you are in the stall. I was sounding like a complete fool for about a year and a half before I figured that thing out. So I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm gonna re-mention it again. Korean restaurants are not solo diner friendly. Many of them. Not all of them, because things are changing now, but many of them. Especially like if you're more so out in the country area. It's a communal style kind of atmosphere. So if you walk into a restaurant, especially like a barbecue restaurant, by yourself, you're gonna get the side eye. Just be prepared that some places you can't eat solo, but some places you can. Now for me, this was kind of like an embarrassing thing that I discovered, I guess, like 6 months into my first year. When you're in an Asian country, you have this like anxiety or stress with having to use chopsticks all the time, especially if you're not used to using chopsticks. But I didn't realize that you don't have to eat everything with chopsticks. So like, for example, rice, yes, you eat rice with chopsticks, but let's say bokkeumbap, which is like a mixed rice, it doesn't stick together as well as regular rice. So don't use your chopsticks to try to pick at each individual rice grain to pick it up and put it in your mouth. People would look at you crazy. As in my case, just take up your spoon, scoop, and eat. Oh my god, nobody told me about this Korean weather. Nobody prepared me for this weather. Korea during the summer is like a hot, sweaty rainforest jungle. It is disgusting during the summer. And I come from Florida, where it's humid and hot all the time. It is disgusting. The minute I walk outside, beads of sweat are dripping from my body. It's disgusting. I hate it. I hate sweating. I hate sweating during the summer. It's even worse. By the time I get to school, it looks like I took a full-on shower. I swear to God. And let me not even get started on this winter, because this year, I don't know what happened this year, because last year was not like this. But this year's winter, oh my God, I swear, I thought again, I'm from Florida. Never had to deal with winters before I came to Korea. I thought my fingers got frostbite last week. It was 0 degrees. Never in my life have I seen 0 degrees. But it was 0 degrees. It was so cold. It has been cold since October. I am so tired of this cold. I'm just mentally exhausted from all of this cold weather. We are about to enter into spring, and it's going to be finished in 2.5 seconds. I'm telling you right now. So savor that springtime, savor that fall time, because that's the best time of the year. Summer is hell on earth. Winter is Game of Thrones winter. It's cold and hot. It's two extremes. Now, one thing I never understood about Korea is that even if people are on time, they run. I'm the kind of person where I hustle fast, but Koreans run everywhere. They run. And it gets you kind of like, do I need to be running right now? Like, what is happening? Especially in the morning. Of course it's for work, but the train ain't coming for another 5 minutes. What you running for? I mean, I guess the saying is if you are on time, you are late. If you are early, you are on time. So I think that's what goes on here in Korea. I think that this is the biggest pet peeve of mine in Korea. Like, it gets me gagging half of the time. But it is these people that do this nasty phlegm projection disgustingness. It is just part of the culture, the spitting culture, and it's not just like no, it's like a disgusting. I was walking down the street on a moonlit night, and I kid you not, you can see all of the spit globules reflection of the sun on the street. It was disgusting. I have a very strict policy of taking your shoes off at my door, especially in Korea, because I don't need the hundreds of thousands of different people's spit tracked all over my apartment now. So, as you guys know, I change my hairstyle all the time, and people lose their mind every single time I have a new style, every single time. And what I'm getting to is that Koreans don't really change their hairstyle drastically too often. It's pretty much one same hairstyle for a long time. Then maybe they change it and then they keep that for a few more years. It's nothing like wigs one day, braids another day. But that's just, you know, black girl magic, you know. Honestly, it could be as easy as changing your hairstyle from a bun to straight hair, or from curly hair to a bun, or whatever. It could be that simple, and people will lose their mind. So this is for the partiers out there. In the big party areas like Hongdae, Itaewon, those areas, you'll find a lot of 24-hour cafes. Why? One, for the cafe to get money all night long, because yes, it is a party town. But two, it is the cheapest alternative to actually getting a hotel or a hostel for the night. When I say Korea parties hard, Korea parties hard. Transportation ends at midnight, so if you're not on the way home by midnight, your butt is not going home for the night, especially if you don't have a place. So you best be prepared to be out partying until 4 a.m. and then hit up a cafe and pass out there for the next 2 hours, and then hit that first train or bus on the way home. I have done this several times. Not a fan, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, those are some things that I realized that you don't really know about before you come to Korea. Tell me, did I miss anything? Do you agree with my list? Anyways, you guys, I will see you guys next video. Mwah! Bye!